Hello, my friends. We are going to talk about the first three books that I read in August. We veered a little bit off TBR already, but it is what it is. First one we're going to talk about is Illuminae. Illuminae is a reread. My daughter picked the prompt reread, and this is the one she picked for me, and I'm so glad she did. I loved it just as much this second time reading it as it did the first time. It is sci-fi, and I'm not usually a sci-fi girly, so that tells you a lot. This one is YA. It takes place mostly in space. This girl lives on an ice planet, and someone comes and starts bombing up the planet, and people are escaping to ships where they're traveling to a jump spot, jump something where they can jump through space to another planet. I don't know. So they're on these ships. They start off with 3 ships, and the people who bomb the planet are coming after them on the ships because they want to kill everybody. They don't want any evidence of what happened. So they're being chased down, and the government or like the officials are not telling everybody exactly what's happening. They're keeping a lot of secrets, and she's not having that. So she is hacking computers. She is finding out what is really going on. And she, along with the help of her ex-boyfriend, is trying to save everyone and figure out what's really going on. And it's fascinating. I love how this was written in mixed media, like there are text messages and emails and just all kinds of different things. Even though this book is really big, it is really easy to get through, really quick read, and I really enjoyed it. The next one I read was not on my TBR, and I pre-ordered this for my birthday, and when it came in, I could not wait to read it, and I'm so glad I didn't wait. This is The Grandest Game. I really thought this was the next book in the Inheritance Games, and I could not have been more wrong. The characters from the Inheritance Game are in this book, but it's like a companion series. Like, they're very background characters in this book, and there's a whole new set of characters in this book, and it's going to be a series also. There's going to be a second one coming out to this one. It's all the puzzles and the scavenger hunt and the things you love about the Inheritance Games, like refreshed and renewed and stuff. And sometimes while these people are figuring out these puzzles, I feel like an idiot because I have no idea what's going on. But regardless, the story was great and the adventure was fun, and I absolutely loved it. Definitely recommend. The next one I read, the prompt my daughter picked was A Name in the Title, and the book that we picked for that, I found out, was horror, I think, and I do not read horror. I am scaredy cat. I don't like all of that. I don't even want to try it. So we substituted with What Alice Forgot. Loved it. It was such a fun read, and it was unique to anything I've read before. This woman, Alice, loves her husband, pregnant with her first kid. She's 29 years old. And then one day she wakes up in a gym. She hates the gym. She finds out she is 39. She has 3 kids, and she's divorcing her husband. And she doesn't remember the last 10 years. So this whole book is her trying to get her memory back and figure things out and learning who her children are, and seeing if she can figure out what went wrong with her husband and if they can fix it and put it back together and all that stuff. And it was really entertaining. I really enjoyed this book. I will probably be looking for some more of her books in the future. So that is our first 3 reads of August. We kind of stayed to the TBR a little bit, and we're going to have another update because I finished 3 more books. The first one we finished was The Love of My Afterlife. This was absolutely adorable. Like, I haven't read anything like this before. That was very new for me. The girl dies, and in the waiting room of the afterlife, she meets Jonah. And they are apparently soulmates. And she does not want to be dead because he wasn't supposed to be in the afterlife. So they sent him back. It wasn't his time yet. She wants to go with him. So they make her a deal in the afterlife that she can go back for 10 days. And if she finds him and gets him to kiss her, she can stay. So she's going back. She is trying to find Jonah. She only knows that his name is Jonah. She doesn't know anything else about him. And she enlists the help of her neighbor, Cooper, who is like an IT guy. And he helps her find him. It was really interesting. I thought it was cute. It made me cry. And I hate to cry, but I still liked it. So that is one. Then we finished Tastes Like Shakar. I'm sorry. I'm bad. I'm bad with pronouncing words. But I read the first one in this series, Dating Dr. Dill. I thought it was really cute. So we picked up the second one. And I actually listened to this audiobook while I was reading it. Like when I go cut grass and stuff like that was playing in my ear. So it was great. I loved it. Bobby, who plans weddings, and she was planning the wedding of her best friend, and her best friend's fiance's best friend is kind of like her worst enemy in the beginning, but then they fall for each other, and I loved it. It didn't take them very long to work out why they were upset with each other and realize that it was like a misunderstanding kind of thing. So it was good. There is a third one coming out. Gosh, I can't remember. I want to say at the end of August, at the end of this month, like the 26th or something, but it might be a whole different book. I don't know. And so it's like a third couple, and I'm looking forward to reading that one when it comes out. This last one is itty bitty book, little tiny book, Sacred Conflict, nonfiction. It is supposed to help you learn how to deal with conflict in a godly way and not fly off the handle and, things like that. I hate conflict. I avoid conflict as much as I can. So it was a good read. Learn some things. Will probably still avoid conflict as much as I can. Anyway, that is my next 3 books that I read this month. I think that brings me to 6 total. But I might have lost count, but I'm pretty sure it's 6. Hi guys. We're going to talk about the last 3 books I finished this month. Honestly, we still have 6 days left of the month. It's been a rough week. We had a family member pass away, and it's been a really rough week. I haven't wanted to pick up a book, basically, in the 4 days since he passed. So it's been difficult. I've only read 9 books this month. There's a small possibility I might finish another one before the end of the month, but I don't know for sure. So I'm going to talk to you about the one that I'm currently reading, but we'll see. If I finish it, I'll talk about it, I guess, in September wrap-up, in the first September wrap-up, but we'll see what happens. So, next book that I finished was That Summer. This was the first book I've ever read by this author, and I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I'm bad with names. Very bad with names. The book was not bad. I feel like majority of it was very sad, Like, this girl's life was kind of messed up for most of the book. And it did get better at the end, but not significantly better. So it was kind of a sad book to read. I do have 3 other ones by her, and I think we're gonna try them out soon, but we'll see. If I read another one and I don't like it, then I may not read the other 2 that I have from her. The next one we have is Brenda Novak. I've never read anything by Brenda Novak. This was tourist season. My library brought it to me. I didn't request this one. They just brought it to me because I thought I'd like it. And it was good. There was a little mystery to it. Like, it was romance, but there was a little mystery to it too. There was something she was trying to figure out about her fiance at the time. And it wasn't very good. What she found out wasn't very good. But the story was great. I loved it. It wasn't too much of like a suspenseful thing, because I'm a fraidy cat. I am terrified of like everything. So I can't read thrillers or hardly any of that stuff, because it scares me and it makes me nervous, and I can't handle it. I can't handle it. So, but this one was really good, and it was set on a beach, and so it was kind of beachy vibes and stuff, and it was good. I enjoyed it. The last one that I finished this month, The Serpent and the Wings of Night, Carissa Broadbent. This was great. I loved it. I hadn't read a fantasy like this in a while. It was good. Trying to remember the girl's name. The heck is her name? Oriya? No. Yeah. Oriya, I guess. Look, I'm bad with names. I'm bad with ordinary names. So fantasy names are like, it's not going to happen. I don't know how to pronounce it. Half the time I'll just like breeze over the names when I'm reading. So this girl was adopted by the king of vampires. And he trained her to be able to protect herself from the vampires, because he brought her into like the vampire world to live. And he trained her to be able to defend herself and keep herself safe while she's living there. Because, vampires, they like human blood. So he trains her, and she enters this competition so that she can get a wish granted to her, that she would be able to be powerful enough to not be living in fear that the vampires were going to harm her. So she enters this competition with like 50 vampires. And during this competition, they have to live in the same castle. So she is constantly on guard that these vampires are going to attack her just to eliminate her. And there's like a series of challenges that she has to do and things like that. And it was great. And I loved it. And I will be starting the next one very soon on my Kindle while we are on our vacation trip. So I can't wait to get into the second book. It'll be great. I got a little surprise. I bought this one at Walmart. And I always take the dust jackets off because I can't read a hardcover with a dust jacket on. It bothers me. I don't know who does read hardcovers with dust jackets on. Anyway, I took this one off, and tell me why this cover is so much prettier than the dust jacket. So much prettier. I think I'm just gonna have to put it on my shelf without the dust jacket on, because this is stunning. This is my favorite. It is beautiful. I don't know that I've ever seen a hardcover with designs on it like that. Usually when you take the dust jacket off, it's just like a solid color or something. But this is beautiful, and I love it. So that was a great surprise, because I bought the thing and didn't know that was underneath. So that was the last book I've read this month. That was book number 9. that very well may be the last book that I finish in August. Because like I said, it has been a rough week. And I don't know if these next couple of days in August will be any better. But we are very slowly inching through this book. While We Were Dating, Jasmine Guillory. I'm about halfway through right now. That is 160 pages. I'm 160 pages in it, and it's taken me probably 4 days maybe to get 150 pages in. Like I'm struggling reading right now, in all honesty, but it is what it is. 4 days before we leave on our trip, and I'm not taking any physical books with me, so I have 4 days to try to finish that and finish a 10th book for August, but I really don't know if that's going to happen. As of right now, it's 9 books. We'll see. That is what we read in July. Thanks for watching. Remember that God loves you, and I love you, and you are important.